So India have announced a 16-man squad for the Asia Cup starting September 15 in the UAE. Ajit Agarkar with me to have a look at that squad. We know they have a new captain, your Bombay friend Rohit Sharma. In the absence of Virat Kohli being rested, let's have a look at the squad before getting Ajit's thoughts. And while the Indian captain has been rested, other surprises you think 20-year-old left-arm seamer Khalil Ahmed gets a call-up for the first time in international cricket. It looks like Ambati Rayudu is fit and clearing yo-yo tests again. So back does he come, so does Kedar Jadhav. And there are other changes. Jasprit Bumrah, who missed the England ODIs through injury, is obviously back. And we'll now just compare this squad with those that have missed out from the England series. One significant absentee or player of repute is, of course, Suresh Raina, who was part of the limited overs leg of the England tour. He goes out. And also out of this team is Shreyas Iyer, who was with the ODI team in England, not part of the T20Is. And other than that, Sid Kaul and Umesh Yadav, the Pacers, out. And Manish Pandey has been called back as well. Right. Let's start with the captain first. Virat Kohli being rested. Do you understand that decision?
Yeah, I mean, look, normally I would have said, playing a big tournament like Asia Cup, you'd want your captain there. We don't quite know what his situation with the back is. He's had a couple of niggles through the course of that England series. I had a bigger issue when he had decided to miss the Afghanistan test to go and play county cricket. I mean, as it happened, he had an injury, so he didn't play anyway. But this I can understand. It's been a long summer in England. He's had to carry the batting virtually on his own most of the time. And when you're leading the team as well, there's a lot that it takes out of you. Especially, add to that back niggle. Again, we are not quite clear, but I'm sure he's nursing a little bit of a sore back. We'd rather give him a break now.
You don't think the prospect of playing Pakistan, maybe twice, maybe thrice?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is always tempting, but at the end of the day, he's your main player. You want to look after him. There's a big Australia series coming as well, and the World Cup to follow next year. I don't think India can do without Virat Kohli.
Small matter of the IPL sandwiched in between those two.
Yeah, I didn't want to go there.
Okay.
But I kind of understand. As much as you want Virat Kohli to play every single game for India, you kind of understand it. After a 5 test match series, it's not a bad idea to give him a break.
Right. Let's talk about some of the exclusions. Suresh Raina, you're okay with that?
Yeah, I think so. I think Suresh Raina was very lucky to be part of the one-day squad. T20 times you can understand. And performances have shown that maybe it's time to move on and maybe look at some other people at that number, because it is a critical position.
Shreyas Iyer?
I'm not sure what the deal is there, because whether, frankly, I can't put my finger on it. Was in the squad for England.
Didn't get a game.
Hasn't had a long run at one-day cricket either. So, yeah, pretty strange. I mean, maybe the selectors might have an answer for it, but I surely don't, because someone so young, you've obviously picked him because you think that he's got something in him that you're looking for that particular position. Without actually playing a game in England, you decide to leave him out. So, again, I don't have an answer for it. Maybe the selectors do.
Umesh Yadav out, but Khalil Ahmed, the left-arm seamer, whatever you know about him?
Looks like his performances for India have been rewarded, and again, hopefully the selectors have seen enough of him to see. I don't mind trying young guys, especially left-armer gives you a little bit of variety. Put him in a pressure situation early on, because World Cup's not too far away now. I know it's still another 10 months, 8-9 months, but the more options you have, the better. So I don't have a problem with that. I haven't seen a lot of him, bits and pieces at under-19 cricket, and then a little bit in the IPL. Seems to have a little bit of pace about him, but the performances surely say that he's been in good nick, so why not pick him?
Thought the shape of the top 4 now, obviously Shikhar Dhawan, Rohit Sharma. Problem for India has always been identifying someone for that number 4. With Virat Kohli gone, you'd think KL Rahul bats 3 and then either a Raidu or someone 4, but that doesn't necessarily, does that bode well when you don't have the answers, 8 months into the World Cup?
It seems that way. I mean, Virat Kohli will obviously slot in at that number 3, which makes life a lot easier. KL Rahul, I think it's a big tournament for him. I mean, all that faith. He was a little bit unlucky, I thought, in England. 1 not out, 1 failure, and he was dropped in the favour of Dinesh Karthik, which was, I thought, a bit unfair. I don't quite know who's going to bat where after the 2 openers. I would assume that Rohit Sharma, now that he's captain, is definitely going to open with Shikhar Dhawan, and they should. 3, 4, 5 is anybody's guess. Manish Pandey is obviously, they've gotten him back. Again, it's a big tournament for him. He's had great series for India, not as much for when he's played for India. So, big tournament for him as well.
All right. Thank you, Ajit, for your thoughts. 16-man squad therefore announced by India for the Asia Cup that follows this England series starting the 15th of September.